Thank you. If you're over 34, you may not have heard of or have even used Venmo. In Arkansas, the debate on death row execution is getting heated. The new FCC administration is undoing critical data security rules, making it easier for internet providers to gather your information without your knowledge. Automation, as you look around, it's taking over, but it's nothing to be fearful of. The key is getting ahead of it, and it's called training that starts here. And end up here, live in the world of technology, where learning how to program and design will be key skills in the future. All right, America is not looking so great after several people were arrested in Huntington Beach during a Make America Great March rally in support of President Trump this weekend. If you're over 34, you may not have heard of or have even used Venmo, but it's a money transferring app popular with millennials and now with online scammers.
Venmo has created an easy way to pay someone quickly, or so users thought. Scammers have found a loophole in the system, a 2-day delay in posted payments. The Better Business has reported several cases of fraud, from selling cars to football tickets. Users see the money in their account and then it's gone, payment canceled. Venmo is cautioning users that the app is meant to be used with people you know. Snap, the parent company to Snapchat, known for its disappearing messages, is going public. But some analysts are feeling like the stock is more of a long shot than a snap. The New York Times reported the company's debts exceed their profits, and the co-founders are holding voting control, trumping stockholders, making Snap unattractive for new investors. In technology, the Jetsons' flying car seemed out of this world, but a version of an aerial automobile may be in the near future. It's called the PAL V Liberty. It's part car, part gyrocopter. It goes from road to the sky in 15 minutes. The price tag is a whopping $399,000 and should be rolling out in 2018. Google teams up with H&M's digital fashion house, Ivy Revel, to create what they're calling a data dress. The project is based around an Android app that collects information about the things that users like. It then creates a dress using those likes specifically for that person. This app is in its first stages of testing.
We'll be updating our State of Events Facebook page with new developments on these stories. That's your BizTech for this week. I'm Uilani Gray. Back to you at the desk. All right, America is not looking so great after several people were arrested in Huntington Beach during a Make America Great March rally in support of President Trump this weekend. Confrontations and scuffles occurred between pro-Trump and anti-Trump supporters. 3 people were arrested, but no serious injuries were reported. The march was one of a dozen planned across the country. It was also a bumpy road on Capitol Hill. Let's take a look.
Legislators are throwing out legislation that would have repealed Obamacare. The revolt between Republican moderates and conservatives has the House of Representatives in its first legislative showdown. Conservatives wanted a more thorough overhaul, while moderates were concerned about the 24 million Americans who would be without coverage. The future of the proposed American Health Care Act may never see the light of day. The New York Times reported this could be a catalyst that forces Republicans and Democrats to have to work together. Signed, sealed, and delivered, the Trump administration is giving the green light to the Canada Keystone XL to finish the 1,700-mile pipeline that will cross over 5 U.S. states. On Friday, they approved the permit that will allow them to finish the $8 billion project. Greenpeace, one of the pipeline's most vocal opponents, said it sent a signal to the world that the U.S. is moving backwards on climate and energy. They pledged to keep fighting nonetheless. Republicans are pushing to get their Supreme Court nominee, Judge Gorsuch, in one way or another. The nominee needs 60 votes to be cleared. Republicans hold 52 seats, leaving them short, with no sign of Democrats jumping ship. The Republicans control the House, giving them the power to change the rules. They can change to a simple majority vote, basically icing the Democrats from the process. The Democrats requested a delay on voting for 1 week. Republican leaders are hoping to confirm Gorsuch before April 7th.
The reason for this push is because the congressional recess is scheduled to begin on April 7th. The goal is to have Gorsuch joining the court by late April for the final cases of the Supreme Court term, which ends in June. That's a wrap up for this jam-packed political week. I'm Uilani Gray. Back to you, Michaela, at the desk. Welcome back to State of Events. Terrorist groups are testing laptop bombs that can possibly get through airport security. The U.S. intelligence officials are saying that Al-Qaeda and ISIS have been developing the device using our own airport scanning machines, prompting the U.S. and U.K. to quickly ban larger electronics in carry-on luggage to the U.S. from 10 airports. Right now, the laptop ban does not affect any domestic flights on international flights leaving the U.S. Experts say that could change in the future. Smokers are lit up about this new $2 tax that is rolling out in California. Voters approved Prop 56 last November and it went into effect this weekend. Smokers say it's unfair and an added burden to their pocketbook. They're not kidding. The extra $2 comes on top of an existing $1.87 federal tax per pack. So before smokers take their first puff, they're paying $3.87 in taxes. Supporters say the tax will hopefully inspire smokers to quit. The money will be used for preventative programs and research into tobacco-related diseases.
The new wave of technology is upon us. It's called artificial intelligence, or AI. From face recognition, choosing music based on your mood, or even driverless cars, the development is moving quickly. Jeff Dean, Google's AI director, explains.
AI is going to be more impactful than the invention of the personal computer and the spread of mobile phones into your pocket.
The AI advancement is undeniable.
So the idea of artificial intelligence is not new. It's been around since the very earliest days of computing. It's a grand project to build machines that are intelligent.
Tech companies are investing heavily in AI, from Uber and driverless cars, Amazon's workless shops, to Google in developing smarter-than-human software.
Automation, as you look around, it's taking over, but it's nothing to be fearful of. The key is getting ahead of it, and it's called training that starts here. And end up here, live in the world of technology, where learning how to program and design will be key skills in the future.
Because of this, schools are now teaching kids coding and computer science at an earlier age. There are also programs like OATS that helps older workers to learn about the latest technology. It's important to adapt by acquiring new skills that will allow you to complement new technology. In San Francisco, Uilani Gray, State of Events.